Hey everybody, it's your girl Bondy Blue, and I want you to check out Bondy's Boutique and get some of my merch, y'all. I've added some new things like my mermaid cups and the mermaid tees, and also the Shake Them Tits mugs. All right, you asked for it, and you got it. Check out Bondy's merch at Bondy's Boutique. All right, everybody, what's up? It's your girl Bondy Blue, and I'm back for Real Housewives of Atlanta, y'all. Okay, it was kind of a filler episode, yeah, you know, but okay, we're gonna get into it. So Portia and Dennis go shopping for baby gear. Okay, they're looking at expensive ass strollers, and they see this one, and it's like almost $1,300. And Dennis is like, "Oh, we need 4 of those, so we can have one at your place, one at my place, one at my mama house, one at your mama house." And it's like, that's not how that go. That's not how that go. Like, I mean, you're gonna have to, you know, put it comes with the car seat and all of that shit. You're gonna have to put the baby in the car anyway. So why not just, you know, bring the shit with you? I just don't understand when people spend money unnecessarily like that. I also don't understand why Dennis is trying to act like him and Portia are not supposed to be living together by the time this baby come along. Like, if y'all not living together by the time this baby come along, that's a problem, Dennis. That's a problem. Okay? Like, I was just looking at like, what's going on here? What's going on here? And Portia wants him to sell his bachelor pad, but he acting like he don't know if he won't do it. But she got that beautiful home in Duluth, and he don't know if he want to, you know, be traveling back. Look, bruh, okay, you want to be with this lady. She got this mansion. Why the hell would she give up her mansion to come and stay in your bachelor pad for 5 years down the line, y'all to go and have to find another mansion? So I understood where Portia was coming from, and it seems like she talked him into selling his bachelor pad. But I was just like, okay, y'all, it seemed to me like y'all just making issues. Moving along, Candy and Ty go to see OLG 2, okay, because it is coming along, and Candy wants to make sure that the food tastes the same as the first OLG, and she wants to make sure that it's open before she does her burlesque show. And so Candy shows Todd the fortune she got when she was in Tokyo that said that her family business was going to be prosperous. And he was like, I mean, you know, you always have good fortune, but you know, what about the family? You know, what about the family expanding? And she said, so you ready to go and talk to the surrogate? And Todd is like, I don't know if I really want to like deal with that. I don't know if I want to be involved. And Candy is kind of like, what do you mean, Todd? I mean, before you didn't know if you wanted to rub her stomach or not, and now you don't know if you want to be involved? Like, Candy just seemed like she was upset about it. And Todd is like, look, we're gonna figure it out one way or another, you know? And I just don't understand it either. Like, you don't want to just not use them. You don't want to throw them away. But then you don't know. It's almost like he doesn't want to say it, but he wants Candy to have to go through another surgery, getting fibroids removed, so that she can try to carry these two eggs again, these 2 embryos again. And I just kind of feel like it's kind of passive aggressive, and it's unfair. Either y'all gonna have a fucking surrogate, or y'all not gonna have the baby tied. That's what it is. Now, we know that they decided to go ahead and get a surrogate, but we don't know if he's a part of the situation the way Candy would like. So moving along. So Greg, I guess, must have postponed his surgery while Nene was out of town, you know. And I think they talked about that on the phone in the last episode. So now he's going to the hospital to have his colostomy bag removed. And, you know, Nene has the attitude, and, you know, he's like, so what's going on with you? You know, she's like, I just have a lot going on. She wants to go run errands while he's having this surgery. And then when they pull up to the hospital, she like, you know, you want to hop out? And he like, can you help me with my bags, please? And she just kind of sitting in the car with a boot in her mouth. And I'm like, bitch, see, you gonna make us go off on you. Because people be trying to be understanding to your plight. We be trying to be understanding to the fact that this is a new situation for you. This is a strenuous situation for everybody involved in the family. But it's getting to a place where I'm starting to feel like, Nene, if you don't stop with this selfish bullshit, it doesn't even fucking matter if you so used to that man running up behind you, doing everything, asking you if okay. He's still asking you if you okay, and you sitting in the fucking car like you don't want to have a conversation with him. Please stop. Please stop. And it seemed like she not gonna stop. She gonna keep milking this for everything it's worth, and I'm gonna continuously get more and more mad because Greg is the one that's sick. Greg is the one that is physically uncomfortable. Greg is the one that could possibly die, and you worried about the fact that you ain't got somebody to carry your ass down to the bar? Bitch, if you don't call Marlo and Cynthia and get the fuck up out my face, okay, like, go in that room and masturbate or something, but your sexual frustration and all of that shit should be put on hold when your husband is going through cancer. Like, it just seems fucked up and selfish the way she act, y'all. It just really does. Now, she says that Greg was unhappy before he found out he had cancer. And I'm like, it could possibly be because he wasn't feeling well. But okay, bitch. Like, so what you trying to say? Now you don't know whether y'all really want to be together because you're unhappy? I just can't. I just can't. Because it's like you're unhappy because he's not tending to you in the way that he used to. Which means it's now your turn. That's what marriage is about. Okay, when you sick, I help you. When I'm sick, you help me. It can't always be about you, Nene. It can't always be about you. And I know all your friends and the producers and Andy Cohen and everybody else around the world is kissing your ass and making you feel like it's all about you all the fucking time. But it's not, bitch. It's not. But you are a selfish person, and it is really coming off that way, and it is really annoying as fuck. Okay, moving along, y'all. So Eva is back home with the family and that precious cute little boy with them cheeks and them eyes. Y'all, I can't take it, okay? She went to LA to say goodbye to her grandfather, and she's still having a hard time with that. In a confessional, she was crying and she didn't want to talk about it anymore, and it was really sad. But she has to push that in the back of her mind because she still has to get ready for this wedding. She has this wedding to plan, and I think that, you know, all the money she's spending, weddings can be very strenuous, especially if you're doing it yourself and you don't have a wedding planner. She has a wedding planner, so I don't understand why, you know, it has to be so expensive. And I feel like either you're putting the stress on yourself because you want to be keeping up with the Joneses to an extent. You want to have this elaborate wedding with 220 people so you can show off. And in all honesty, you're putting more stress on yourself than you have to. You and your husband could just go down to the Justice of the Peace, love. Y'all can have a fucking wedding in the backyard somewhere and invite the people that's really close to y'all. But all of this showing out for other people because you was on America's Next Top Model or because you acted and you in a celebrity world, that is bullshit. Please don't go broke trying to, you know, impress people that don't fucking matter to your marriage. Like, that shit just don't make no sense to me. So she complaining about it, but I feel like she's stressing her own damn self out, okay? So then they talk about the playlist, and I thought it was hilarious that she wants so much Nicki Minaj music but doesn't want Sexual Healing played because his mom will be there. I'm like, well, bitch, what songs by Nicki you expecting to play? Because, like, Nicki's music has a lot of profanity and sexual innuendo in it as well. So, but okay. I guess, okay, look, I guess. Whew. By the way, I can tell he and Mr. No Mills come through and fuck him in my automobile. Look, don't get me started, Anaconda's my shit. My Anaconda don't want none unless you got buns, hun. Yeah. I'm not gonna tell you. Oh, Lord, they think I don't love her, but I do. Oh, they think I don't love her, but I do. I just don't like her fans. Anyway, y'all, so Portia and Dennis have a double date with a divorce, okay? Shamari and Ronnie and Portia and Dennis go to like a little race car track thing, and Ronnie and Dennis race, and of course Ronnie beats that ass. Dennis was driving like an old man, and Shamari and Portia are talking about the fact that she hasn't been proposed to yet. All of this is a prelude to the proposal that will happen at the end of the episode. You know, if you watch, you saw. And we all know they got engaged because, you know, it's already out there. Like, none of this information is new, okay? None of this is surprising to us. We just want to see, you know, the ins and outs, okay? And when Dennis and Ronnie are talking, he's talking about this surprise proposal that he has planned with, you know, a helicopter and all of this, and she has no clue. And I love the fact that she has no clue because she was expecting it so much at some point, and just the fact that it will be a surprise to her, I love that. I really, really do. I'm starting to like Dennis, especially if he didn't put all his hoes behind him, okay? Because I'm telling y'all, the motherfucker felt, you know, and we still don't know what goes on in their private life, but Dennis makes an effort in a way that makes me feel like it's all about Portia. But him wanting to keep that bachelor pad, I ain't gonna lie, I was like, for what? For what? But, you know, I understand if you don't want to, you know, sometimes y'all want to stay in the city, you know, go out or something like that. You want to have somewhere to stay where you ain't got to pay for no hotel, something that's more comfortable. You know, I get it. But, you know, still keeping my good eye on you, Dennis, okay? It's turning, okay? My good eye is turning to the bad eye, and I ain't gonna give a fuck no more. But, you know, the way it started, baby. The way it started. So Kandi and Ty go to talk to Dr. Jackie and the surrogate that Dr. Jackie has worked with previously. And, you know, they're asking all the questions about the diet, about the relationships that the surrogate might have and how that affects the pregnancy, how those relationships affect, you know, how the pregnancy will affect the relationships that she may have. But she's single. And of course, Kandi is worried about if the woman, you know, gets emotionally attached to her baby and wants to keep it or some shit like that, because we've all seen too many Lifetime movies where, you know, like what was that shit with the Morris Chestnut Regina Hall movie where the bitch wanted to keep their baby and all of that? Y'all remember that shit? Yeah, y'all. I don't think that it's gonna go down like that, because I think Dr. Jackie would not introduce Kandi and Ty to somebody who, you know, wasn't going to do what she said she was going to do. She seemed like a healthcare professional from what I understand. And she seemed like, you know, top notch for the type of situation that Kandi and Ty, you know, are in. And they have a conversation about it. And it's obviously not something that they're used to. You know, both of them are, you know, down home black people, whether it's from New York or from Georgia. They are, you know, regular lower middle class growing up black people, and everybody was used to having kids in a certain way. But here's the thing, Todd. Y'all had to go through so much to have Lil Ace, and that wasn't normal either as far as the standards of the 80s, okay? Because, you know, the standards that y'all talking about. Okay, the fucking 80s, all right? They couldn't do all of that back then, but now they can, and it is more dangerous for Kandi to try to carry this baby and go through these surgeries than it would be for y'all just to get a surrogate who has, you know, more of a healthy womb that can just have these babies for y'all, since it's so important that y'all don't just leave any of the embryos behind. You know, so I just kind of feel like Todd is being passive aggressive and maybe trying to look for a reason to not do it, even though he doesn't want to, you know, throw the embryos away. Are y'all really wanting to have another child? Are y'all in a place in y'all lives where y'all can do that, Kandi? You already feeling bad about not having a balance of family life and your business, adding another child to the situation, or 2 more children to the situation. Like, it just can be even more stressful than it was originally. And I just feel like, you know, Kandi and Ty do have a family unit that is conducive to them doing whatever they need to do. But Riley done told them over and over again they don't need to have no more fucking children. Riley done told y'all, okay? But they gonna do, you know, whatever they want to do. But Kandi gets emotional because, you know, it's like, it's really hard thinking about somebody else carrying your baby. And I'm like, Kandi, we understand, love. Calm down. Because she started to cry almost as soon as they, you know, started to sit down and talk. And it's just a scary thing to have someone else carry your baby. And I understand that. And I understand that she wanted to be able to do it. But Kandi is in her 40s and has fibroids. And it's just, it's not an ideal situation, hun, and you shouldn't feel bad about it. You have the money, you have the means. Do it however you're gonna do it, you know, if that's what y'all really want to do. And we know that they announced that they was gonna go ahead and go through this surrogacy process. So I'm excited to see, you know, when the new baby comes in, or when the 2 new babies, or whatever the situation is. So moving along, Cynthia goes over to Nene's house. And as soon as Cynthia walks through the door, and she has like her hair braided and, you know, the curly hair, and it's, you know, kind of frazzled or whatever, but it's not like huge like we've seen Cynthia. Like, Cynthia had bigger hair in the fucking confessional than she had when she walked through Nene's door. And Nene is like, oh, you look like you about to go turn a trick. And I was like, you know, it's only because Cynthia is so mild-mannered do you get away with them fucking jabs that you throw at people just because you feel insecure and inadequate about your shit. But don't think I didn't notice that. Like, I thought that was fucked up. Because, you know, you say it like it's a joke, but that's the first thing you say to somebody when they walk through your door, child, whatever. Nene tells her that Greg, you know, being back from surgery, is still dealing with them putting his intestines back in, and he's been nauseous, and they're worried about having to put a tube down his throat to feed him. But, you know, Nene is just stressed out. She want to light a candle. She's stressed out. They trying to go outside, and then here come Marlo with her extraness. You know, hey, sister, and all this. Girl, y'all, let me tell y'all something. I'm not going to act like I know Marlo personally, but the way Marlo's attitude is set up, and the way their relationship has transpired in the past, It just makes me feel as if she's putting on and doing extra with Nene because she knows that she has to stay in Nene's good graces in order to stay on this show. Because when her and Nene got into it some seasons ago, her ass wasn't on the show for a while. So I just kind of feel like it's fake and phony, to be honest. Like, I think she's putting on and being so extra caring for Nene because she wants to make sure she still has a position on Real Housewives of Atlanta, even though they will never give her a peach because they can't, you know, they can't run a background check on this bitch. So, you know. Anyway, y'all. So Nene complains about how she don't have a male presence around her and how she has to go down to the bar alone, and sometimes she wished that he would come to the bar with her. And Cynthia, for the first time, is finally saying that maybe Nene needs to be a little bit more understanding to where Greg is in the situation. And Marlo says they need to hire a nurse, and she's like, well, he don't want that. And she's like, but that's what y'all need to do. It doesn't matter if that's what he wants. That's what y'all need to do, because it can't just all be on you. Now here's my thing, y'all. I don't know how much Nene does in her daily life as far as her other jobs and stuff like that outside of Real Housewives of Atlanta. But I will say that either she needs to get more hands-on with him or she needs to hire somebody, because he can't do it all himself even though he thinks he can. And I just think to a point she's tired of arguing with him about it. So she's just like, fine, if you're gonna tell your fucking stitches, then go ahead and tell your fucking stitches. Like, y'all, I don't know. I just don't like the way you talking about not having somebody to go down to a fucking bar with you while your husband just had all of his stomach put back in. Like, it just seems like, bitch, what? Like, what you're going through may be an annoyance in your life, but please have a drink, smoke a blunt, and calm the fuck down. But the fact that you can't find some way to be more supportive to your husband, you know, in an outward way, like you might be being supportive on the inside of your house, but telling everybody and putting it on national television that you so tired and you don't have nobody to go to the bar with and you don't have nobody to have to, girl, you just look selfish and you look stupid. And I'm tired of talking about it, but I know we're going to have to continue to talk about it because she's going to keep trying to make it all about her while this man, you know, just had his outsides put back inside. Like, his insides that was on the outside put back. Girl, look, okay, Greg is having a harder time. His son might, you know what I'm saying? Like, you just ignoring everybody else in the family's emotions right now because he's not the, you know, professional Nene Leakes husband. Like Roxanne calls him, okay? Because he always has to be there carrying the purse. What you need, baby? You need something like a fucking assistant or something like that. Assistant with the dick, okay? With the dick, 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 with the dick. An assistant with a dick, yeah. Yeah, carry my bag. Give me that dick, yeah. Like, no. Okay, moving along. So, Eva has her homegirl, what is it, Shanita? I think I'm saying it right. Shanita come over, and she had these huge FedEx boxes of wedding dresses that she's supposed to be trying on to see if any of them will fit what she wants to wear for the wedding. I'm like, bitch, you can't just go to a bridal shop? Never mind. Like, bitches always gotta be extra. But y'all see how Nene was in the previews talking about Eva was renting this raggedy ass house and she ain't got no money. And I'm like, is this the house that she was talking about? Because Eva said, I'm gonna put these boxes in the elevator. I said, bitch, she got an elevator. The house raggedy? Where at? Like, I don't know, maybe the cameras wasn't showing us the raggedy section of the house. But you just kind of see in the previews that Nene is going to use this situation with Greg to treat people like shit. And it's going to spread to the other friends. It's not just Tanya. It's going to spread to the other friends, baby. Okay? So Eva tries on these dresses. I thought one of them was actually very beautiful, but she wasn't happy with it at all. Then they tried on one dress and it was see-through. I was like, the fuck, you're just supposed to get a slip to put under that, like a huge, you know, like undergarment to put under that. But she was just like, you know, she wasn't having it. And I feel like she's just so stressed out because she hasn't really had time to mourn the passing of her grandfather before she has to jump into this very contentious situation with planning a wedding and spending so much money and only wanting to spend a certain amount, but then pulling out a list of 220 people. And I'm like, bitch, cut the people. Cut the people. Okay, because some of them will not show up. Okay, like, I mean, if it's a regular, you know, if it's regular people, some of them still won't show up to your wedding. So you stressing out about 220 heads, you need to cut that down then, baby. Like, I just don't understand people allowing the stress of that to affect them in this way. Like, she's so stressed out, and her homegirl is like, okay, I'ma step up. What do you need me to do? Make a list and I will do whatever it is you need me to do. And she just can't even deal with it right now. She go downstairs and fix herself a drink. And I'm like, girl, if that's how you gonna deal with it. So y'all, let's get back to Portia. So Portia is getting ready and her sister is, you know, filming her. And she has no idea what's about to happen. And it's so cute. And Lauren is like, she doesn't know. Oh my God. You know. And she goes on this helicopter ride with Dennis. And they land. And, you know, they come into this beautiful building. And she's hearing that Lil Mo song that she loves so much. Together for always. I'm 100% sure that... what is it? Y'all, I can't remember the lyrics to that song. Like, that's not one of my faves, but I do love that song. It's not one of them songs that I've listened to in a while. But y'all know that song that Lil Mo sings. I'm ready to be with you. Ride or die. Something like that. Y'all, I'm fucking it up, but it don't matter. Lil Mo know her song and she sung her song, okay? Oh, Lord, the wigs, Lil Mo, the wigs. Anyway, she's singing in there, rose petals. And Portia instantly starts to cry. And then he gets down on one knee with a rock that's about this big. I was like, God damn, Dennis. Like, God damn. Like, God damn, nigga. That shit was like, whoa. Whoa. You didn't even have to have an eyepiece to look at that shit. That shit was huge. Okay, she was like, you said good, boo. You said good. It's like, yes, he did, girl. I thought it was beautiful. I thought it was a beautiful proposal. I thought that it was so thoughtful and sweet. And you know, they showed the video of Portia and him always singing that song to one another. And to have Lil Mo there singing it live for them, like I loved it. And I was so happy for Portia. And she was so emotional. And you know, she's gotten to this point where she's so grateful for having what she thought she would never have. But last year at that reunion, that girl said, I'm speaking it into existence. I say, girl, you better manifest. You better manifest, okay? Oh, Lord, it was so beautiful. I'm very happy for Portia, y'all. I'm very happy, and I can't wait to see this wedding. I don't know whether she gonna have the, you know, I think she probably gonna wait until after the, you know, they have the baby to have the wedding. But I can't wait, and I hope it's on Bravo, bitch. All right then, y'all, that was the show. That was Real Housewives of Atlanta. I hope y'all enjoyed the review. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Follow me on Twitter at BondyBlue. Follow me on Instagram at BondyBlue. And I'll see y'all next time.